Hello everyone, welcome to Lukmaan IAS. In our DTRS session today, we are going to cover 10 important MCQs from current affairs. And these MCQs have been prepared for UPSC Civil Services Prelims exam of 2024. The topic selection has been done in a manner that it matches the UPSC standards. So today we are going to discuss 10 important topics through current affairs so that those important topics also, and you know how to solve questions based on those topics. So the leading article for today's discussion will be this particular topic, which is Bhargavastra. Okay, Bhargavastra is a kind of astra. It's a missile defense system. So we'll talk about this missile defense system, which organization has developed, whether it is developed in India, what are its capabilities and all. We are going to discuss in detail. So before we go ahead, let us quickly understand about this quotation. Okay, this quotation is from Steve Jobs. So as you know, he has been the CEO of Apple, right? So he says, the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking, don't settle. Okay, so if you want to do great things, right? So you that love for the work should come from within. You should like the work that you're doing. If you are still not liking the work that you are doing, in that case, you need to keep searching for that work that actually, resonates with your inner potential, right? So it should resonate with your inner potential. Only then, you will succeed in that particular work. This is what is said by Steve Jobs. Such quotations are very much important for the UPSC essay paper and also the ethics paper. So let us quickly see the list of topics that we will understand today. And before that, only 4 months are remaining for the UPSC Prelims exam, right? So UPSC Prelims will be in the month of May itself, I think 25th of May. So around 4 to 5 months are there. So we have started the Prelims guidance program. So at Lukmaan IAS, this particular program will help you to qualify the UPSC Prelims. Apart from this, we do have a current affairs session dedicated for UPSC Prelims 2025. There will be only 7 classes. Within those classes, you will be able to cover, 2 years of current affairs comprehensively for the prelims exam. Okay, so this is prelims guidance program, current affairs module. And these are 10 topics that we are going to cover in today's, discussion. So the first topic that we are going to cover, it is Bhargavastra or Bhargavastra. Okay, then we are going to discuss about Caspian Sea. So it's a topic from geography. The first topic is from defense technology. The third topic is National Bureau of Fish Genetic Resources. So this is a body which is associated with the genetic resources, which is associated with aquaculture, pisciculture, etc. So we'll understand about this. This topic is also important under science and technology and also under Indian economy. Then we are going to discuss about a language which is known as Cockburrock language. So we'll understand which people speak Cockburrock language. Okay, this language is very much important. It's under art and culture section. All right. Then we are going to discuss about a term which is Nautor. So we'll understand what is the meaning of this particular term. Such terms remain in news and they are very much important for the prelims exam. Then we are going to discuss about a wildlife sanctuary. It is Shikari Devi Wildlife Sanctuary. So we will understand where this wildlife sanctuary is located, and we will also understand why this wildlife sanctuary is in news. Okay, so we'll understand about the news article also related to this. Then this topic is from geography section, which says Earth's outermost layer. So we are going to study about the outermost layer of the Earth. We'll understand about, plate tectonics, etc. In this particular topic. Okay, so we'll solve a question. We'll discuss about lithosphere. We'll discuss about asthenosphere. We'll discuss about, core, mantle, etc. This topic is important under geography section. Then we are going to discuss about a newly created body, which is Turmeric Board of India. So we'll discuss about this, right? What is the rationale for creating this body, right? Under which ministry it is going to function, right? And what is the importance of turmeric, right? So in import and export, we are going to discuss about it. Then we are going to learn about polar vortex. This is also a topic under geography. We'll discuss in detail. We'll understand what is polar vortex and what is the significance of it. We will try to solve question on geography, related to polar vortex. Then we are going to discuss about a declaration which is in news. It is known as Kampala Declaration. We will understand what is Kampala Declaration, and we'll understand, let's say, like what is the significance of such declaration. Okay, so this is in news. This topic is under current affairs. Okay, so we'll discuss all these topics. Now this is the first topic. As I discussed, this particular topic is important under, let's say, defense technology. All right, so this topic is related to Bhargavastra. This is the name of an astra, means like it is associated with defense technology. They have given two statements and we need to identify which statements are correct and which statements are not correct. So first statement, it says it is India's first indigenous micro missile system designed to take on the threat of swarm drones. So this statement is right. So here they are talking about a specific type of drone, which is swarm drone. So what do we mean by swarm drone? Basically, to understand this, let us quickly see this particular diagram. Okay, let's say our enemies, okay, they have created drones, and these drones, let's say, like, go in, let's say, like, in association with one another. They target a particular territory, right, in coordination. So there can be 3 drones, there can be 4 drones, there can be hundreds of drones coming together to attack you. These drones are not very big size. They are small to medium sized drones, but like when they are coming together, let's say, to attack you, so like, you will be at vulnerable position. So to defend yourself, you need to have some capabilities, technical know-how and capabilities to actually, like, have your defense system robust. So that's why recently a kind of, let's say, like, this Bhargavastra has been developed. And what is the role of Bhargavastra? Basically, it will defend you from attack by swarm drones. Okay, this is the thing. So this statement is right, and it is India's first indigenous micro missile system. Means like it is developed by India. It is first India's indigenous micro missile system. Okay, so this is a very small sized. Okay, not mini etc. This is micro missile system. So second statement says which organization has developed it. This statement is wrong. Why? Because it has not been, right, developed by Defense Research and Development Organization. It has not been developed by that. So that's why first statement is only right. Correct answer is option A. And we will also see which organization has developed the, Bhargavastra. So you can see over here Bhargavastra micro missile ready to fire. Okay, so this has been developed in India. Okay, and which organization has developed? It is given over here. Okay, so it is Economic Explosives Limited. Okay, so this is an organization which has actually developed this particular system, Economic Explosives Limited. Now with this, let us quickly look at second topic. So here we are going to understand about Caspian Sea. Okay, it says consider the following statements regarding Caspian Sea. It is the largest freshwater lake in the world. This statement is wrong because Caspian Sea is a kind of largest saline water. Okay, it's not fresh water, it is saline water lake, like that. So that's why this statement is wrong. Why? Because sea, sea are connected with the ocean, and generally they have, let's say, they have saline water. They do not have fresh water. It is rich in oil and natural gas resources. This statement is right. So correct answer is option B, which is second statement only. And I'm going to showcase a map of Caspian Sea so that you can understand where Caspian Sea is located. And why Caspian Sea was in news? It is because, let's say, there is a satellite system by NASA, and that satellite system has captured the mysterious rise and, let's say, and fading away of a ghost island in the Caspian Sea. Okay, so kind of, let's say, NASA system. So in November 18, 2022, they have taken an image. Nothing is visible over here. In February 14, 2023, so they have seen like Kumani Bank, they have seen an island which is rising. And in December 25, 2024, this island has again submerged. Okay, so a kind of mysterious island has been seen at Caspian Sea. So that's why it is in news. Now the question is, why we call this particular sea Caspian? Because over here, ancient people, like Caspi people, used to live on the western shores of this sea. That's why it has gained that name, which is Caspian. Okay, Caspian Sea. You can read further details in the explanation file. You can go through it in your free time. Now let us talk about the third question. Okay, third question. What this question says, this question is about National Bureau of Fish Genetic Resources, NBFGR. So we are talking about this particular body. We'll understand what is the role of this body, and we'll also understand why this body is in news. So what it says, that it is headquartered in Hyderabad, Telangana. Second, the bureau functions under the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. The correct answer is that both these statements are incorrect. Correct answer is option D. Okay. So when we talk about National Bureau of Fish Genetic Resources, it is located, its headquarters is located in Lucknow, UP. This is the thing. And this bureau functions under the kind of, Indian Council of Agricultural Research, basically under Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. Okay, Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. It functions under this particular body. So that's why both these statements are incorrect. So basically what is happening here, that around 100 tribal persons of the Pulicat region will undergo an intense training related to, let's say, spot culture, crab flattening, clownfish, aquaculture, and it is going to be organized by the National Bureau of Fish Genetic Resources, this particular body. And when we talk about first statement and second statement, as I discussed, both these statements are incorrect, because it is headquartered in Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh, and it comes under the Indian Council of Agricultural Research, which is a part of the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. Now we have another question. This question is again very, very important. What this question is all about. So here we are going to talk about a language, which is Kokborok language. This particular language is very, very important because it is part of art and culture, and it was recently in news. Okay. So now they are asking about that this language is spoken by majority of tribal people in which of the following states. So they are asking the name of the state where this language is spoken by the majority tribal people. So this state is Tripura. And recently, Chief Minister of Tripura has announced that they have been working on a project to revive this particular language, and that project is about to finish. Okay, so this is he is the Chief Minister of Tripura. So it says Kokborok language mapping project nears completion. Tripura CM Manik Saha. Okay, this is the thing. So with this, now let us quickly move to the next question. Okay, so this is question number 5. We will discuss about this question in detail. So this question is about a term which is in news. What is the term? This term is Nautor. Okay, the term Nautor, sometimes mentioned in the news, refers to, okay, so they have given multiple options to choose from. So it is a practice of cultivating wasteland in Ladakh region. Okay, so this is a practice of cultivating wasteland in Ladakh region. So basically those areas that are wasteland, those areas that were not being cultivated earlier. So their tradition actually talks that people should cultivate those wasteland. Although let's say they have to take approval from the proper authorities for doing it. But the thing is this is a practice. Nautor is a practice of cultivating the wasteland. So Central Ladakh leaders discuss on new land policy. Okay, so they are discussing the new land policy over there. So correct answer, as we discussed, is option A, practice of cultivating wasteland in Ladakh region. Okay, so this is the correct answer. So Ministry of Home Affairs is considering the proposal to regularize vast areas of government land in the Union Territory of Ladakh. Okay, so Nautor refers to the traditional practice of cultivating wasteland in Ladakh region of India. So that's why this topic is in news. Okay, so the keyword is very much important. Maybe UPSC may directly ask a question, single question. It will be very easy question for you to solve if you have gone through this particular topic. Now let us discuss about another question. What this question is all about. So this question is about Shikari Devi Wildlife Sanctuary. Shikari Devi Wildlife Sanctuary. So related to this, they have given 2 statements, and we need to identify which of these statements are correct. Alright. So we will read both these statements one by one and we will try to solve this question. So the first statement, it says it is located in the state of Uttarakhand and is part of the Western Himalayan biodiversity hotspot. Okay, so first statement is incorrect. Why? Because this Shikari Devi Wildlife Sanctuary, it is not located in Uttarakhand. It is located in Himachal Pradesh. Okay, it is located in Himachal Pradesh. Okay, so that's why I mean, like, this statement is incorrect. It is located near Mandi district. You know, the MP of Mandi district is Kangana Ranaut. She has been a Bollywood, I mean, like, star. So that's why she is very much popular, and that's why I mean, like, this topic also becomes important. So Shikari Devi Wildlife Sanctuary. Now, second statement. It is home to the snow leopard, which is listed as vulnerable under the IUCN Red List. This statement is correct. Okay. So in Shikari Devi Wildlife Sanctuary, we find, let's say, snow leopard. Okay, snow leopard, and it is listed as vulnerable under the IUCN Red List. What is IUCN? IUCN stands for International Union for Conservation of Nature. So in the IUCN Red List, basically, like, let's say, like, snow leopard has been listed as vulnerable species. So they list species according to their threat level, that different species are facing different types of threat levels. So based on the threat level, species are categorized as vulnerable, near threatened, or endangered, critically endangered, etc. Okay, 43 villages designated as eco-sensitive zones near wildlife sanctuary in Himachal's Mandi. Okay, so around that wildlife sanctuary, there are 43 villages. They have been categorized in the eco-sensitive zone. So that's why it is in news. I mean, like, you know, so because of it, there may be some kind of controversies also in that area. Okay, so this is the thing. Correct answer is, as I discussed, I mean, like, you know, first statement was incorrect, second statement was correct. All right. Now let us talk about another question. This question is very important. It is a statement based question. Statement means, like, you know, assertion reasoning type of question. So we need to read both these statements. We need to identify which statements are correct. We need to identify which statement is incorrect. Finally, we have to give answer. So now it is about geography. Okay, so it says the Earth's outermost layer, the asthenosphere, is broken into major and minor tectonic plates. This statement is wrong because Earth's outermost layer is not asthenosphere, but it is lithosphere. What? It is lithosphere. So that's why statement 1 is wrong. All right. Lithosphere is broken into major and minor tectonic plates. I mean, like, you know, in lithosphere, kind of, let's say, like, we have tectonic plates, major plates and minor plates. If you have studied geography, you know what is plate tectonic theory, right? Harry Hess and many other, let's say, people, right? Sea floor spreading theory. So a lot of things are there related to that. So first statement is wrong. Okay. Let us see whether second statement is also wrong or right. The asthenosphere is a portion of the Earth's mantle that flows like molten plastic despite being solid. This statement is right. Okay, so asthenosphere is a region where, let's say, like, you know, lava in the molten form, they flow like plastic, although, let's say, it is made up of metals. Okay, but, like, you know, so but despite being solid, it goes like plastic. Okay, this is the thing. So statement 1 is incorrect, but statement 2 is correct in this particular question. Many of you may find this question difficult because you may be having less clarity in geography related terms, but if you read more, if you read the NCERT book of 11th standard, you will be clear about this particular topic, although we have given detailed explanation also over here. So is India splitting apart? Gap in tectonic plates widening, says geologist. So what is happening, like, when we talk about India? So, like, you know, we are on a kind of small plate over here. So the lower portion of this plate is kind of disassociating from the upper portion of the plate. It is said by the geologist that lower portion is slightly going away from the upper portion. And this particular region is being occupied by the molten lava. So over a period of time, there may be a lot of changes. Okay. So like, it may not happen during our lifetime, because the thing is like Earth as a whole, it lives for billions and billions of years. So the thing is, let's say like, you know, over a period of time, slowly and gradually these tectonic shifts happen. Okay, so statement 1 was correct, statement 2 is correct. You can see the lithosphere is the upper portion. It is made up of continental crust and oceanic crust, and they are made up of minor and major plates. Okay, so you need to read about those tectonic plates also. And this is the asthenosphere. If it is visible to you, this is the asthenosphere and this is the lithosphere. Okay, asthenosphere is this one. Okay, so asthenosphere is the place which is just below the lithosphere, and here we have molten form of lava and all. Okay, so this is the thing. Now let us move to question number 8. What this question is all about? This question says, with reference to the turmeric board in India, consider the following statements. They have given 3 statements related to the turmeric board. So the nodal ministry of the turmeric board is the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. This statement is wrong. Why? Although turmeric should be associated with that ministry, but it is associated with the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Okay, Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Now, the headquarters of turmeric board is set up at Delhi. This statement is also wrong because it is a newly formed board. Its headquarters is at Nizamabad, where its headquarters is located at Nizamabad. Third statement, India is the largest producer, consumer and exporter of turmeric in the world. This statement is right. So correct answer is option D, 3 only. Okay, option D in this case. Alright. So Turmeric Board of India has been set up recently, okay, by the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Piyush Goyal sir has recently visited over there, right, and they have established National Turmeric Board at Nizamabad. Okay, so this is the thing. So you can read about it in your free time. Explanation has been given. Now this is 9th question for the day, the penultimate question. So first statement, USA and parts of northern Europe experience chilly winds with the strengthening of the polar vortex at the North Pole. Okay, so this statement is wrong. Okay, now you need to understand about polar vortex. The core idea of this particular question is polar vortex. Polar vortex are the areas in the northern and southern hemisphere where, let's say, like, you know, let's consider this is Earth. Over here what happens, the winds, like, you know, encircle, like, you know, surround like this, winds encircle, and these winds encircle and they are in low pressure and very cold winds encircle over there. Okay, this is the thing. Because of this, why it is in news? Because recently 5 people have died. Okay, 5 people have died because of polar vortex. 5 people died there. Okay, next statement, a strong and stable polar vortex keep the jet stream traveling around the planet in a circular path. This statement is right. Correct answer is statement 1 is incorrect, but statement 2 is correct. Okay, correct answer is option D. You can read about it in your free time. Polar vortex is a very important topic under geography. Okay, so here you can see, like, we do have image of polar vortex. So this is a stable polar vortex, this is disrupted polar vortex. Okay, so this is polar jet stream. So you can see, like, winds are spiraling. Okay, they are kind of, you know, moving in circular fashion. So we have weak polar jet stream, we have a strong polar jet stream, like that. Okay, so you need to read about it. Lot of technicalities are there in it, so you can read about it in your free time. Now we have another question related to this. And this is about a declaration which is in news. It is known as Kampala Declaration. Which declaration? Kampala Declaration, seen in the news recently, is related to, okay, they have given 4 statements. Okay, it is related to a medium term strategy to transform agriculture. So Kampala Declaration has been adopted by African countries, okay, African countries. And why they have adopted? Because they want to, I mean, like, you know, transform their agricultural practices in Africa. So you can see African leaders adopt new Kampala Declaration and a 10-year strategy to transform agriculture. This is the thing, okay? So this topic is important. I mean, like the name itself is important. So you can read about it, and then let's say, like, you will be ready for the UPSC prelims. Every day if you solve 10 questions like this, it is going to make your preparation so solid for the prelims exam that you will not miss any question in the prelims, all right? So essay year-long test series program is being conducted by Ansari sir, so you can join that program to get guidance from Ansari sir. And so we have also started Takkar prelims test series at Lukmaan IAS, and many questions directly reflect from our test series in the UPSC exam. So that's all from my side for the day. Thank you so much everyone for attending today's session. I hope